Hey everyone, I have nothing on my cheeks. That is because we are going to get into this lovely, highly expensive beauty from Makeup Forever. This is the gigantic Lustrous Blush Palette, 12 Artist Face Color. It is $150 worth of cheek products. So in this palette, it is in a metal tin. You get 12 full-size cheek products from Makeup Forever. You're actually able to pop these out and make your own custom sort of palette. If you have a Z palette or one of those that sort of has the magnetic backing to it, these will magnetize to it. We're gonna see if this is worth it. Already I am angry at the packaging. I do not like the packaging. Okay, you have a metal lid here that lifts off. It's not hinged, it lifts off. And what's annoying about it is as you're struggling to get it off the package is like, mine has gotten warped somehow. And you're struggling to get that off and then you end up dropping everything on the floor. I would have liked it if they had made it a hinged package. Also, what is really annoying is that this is some kind of like rubbery, squishy plastic. It's not like metal and it's sticking to stuff. It is sticking to other palettes. I had it in a bin with some other things that I wanted to review, other palettes and sets I wanted to review. It sticks to those and you have to physically peel them off of here. It's sticking to other packages of stuff. So I don't like the packaging already. So what they're doing, what Makeup Forever does, they have all of these cheek products. They have sets of sculpting powders in all different colors. They have blushes in all different colors, and they have highlighters in all different colors. And what you can do is, and what I've been meaning to tell you guys forever, is you can buy a small little tin like this from Makeup Forever, and then for $45, and then you put 3 products of your choice in here. I had put this together recently, $45. These individual pieces are usually $23 on their own. So for $45, you get 3 cheek products. Pick out whichever ones you want from their vast range of sculpting powders, highlighters, and blush. Or you can do a duo that is only $35. So I had this. I've been really enjoying it. I splattered foundation all over it today, so that's why there's spots on it. But I had put in here a sculpting powder, a blush, and a highlighter. Unfortunately for me, when I got this giant palette, though all 3 of those same colors are in this palette. So I now have dupes or extras of those 3 colors, which is okay, I guess, because I really, really like these 3 colors. I'll show you which ones they are on here. So in this set, you have a line of highlighters, a line of blushes, and a line of sculpting powders. Some of these sculpting powders, like these last 2, could work as blushes for me because they are really way too deep for me to use as sculpting powders. So what I can do now, I guess, is I could take pieces out of here and I could pop them interchangeably into my little one here and take it on the road with me. How convenient. So let me show you these colors that are in here. These have numbers for names, so it's not real descriptive. You just kind of have to know what your numbers are. H102. The highlighters start with an H, the blushes start with a B, and the sculpting powders start with an S. The 3 that I already have are this one, S212, and I already have this gorgeous, beautiful blush right here, which is B302. And then I already had this highlighter, the sort of pinkish one, and that is H102. Let me show you these colors on the back of my hand. And then we're going to apply some to the face. This is the highlighter line. We have a nice golden one, a shimmery pink based one, and then we have these 2 which are kind of not really very highlighty. They're kind of more like the highlight part of your sculpting routine. So a pink based one and a yellow based one for doing the, a lot of people will do in here with a lighter color. They'll do on their nose. They'll do right here with a lighter color to sort of bring that forward some. Here is the blush line. The one that I have that I love so much is this sort of shiny pink. These others are kind of more matte. That one is really, really light. So those are your 4 blushes. And here are your 4 sculpting powders. A couple of them are really, or one of them is really hard to see on the back of my hand. The back of my hand is quite a bit tanner than my face. So this one right here that you can like barely see, I hope I'm pointing to the right place because I can't even see it. This one here you can barely see, that barely shows up on my tan back of my hand, is actually the one that I really like, that's in my trio here, that I use as a contour. It shows up better on my white face than it does on the back of my hand. These two, I guess I could maybe use as an autumn sort of or wintry blush because they are very dark. This one down here I could possibly use as a bronzer. I think I'll use that as my bronzer when we get ready to do the face. Okay, let's put some product on. Okay, first of all, let's put some contour on. That's going to be this lightest sculpting powder here. That's the one that I already have. That is S112. Anyway, Makeup Forever's cheek products are fantastic. I love them. I love the huge range of colors that they have. And the quality is wonderful. The intensity, pigmentation, all of that, wonderful. I'm just going to put a little sculpting right here from that S112. It's really hard for me when products, when companies name their products numbers. I can't remember that. I can remember stuff that is more descriptive, but product names that are numbers are a little difficult for me. Okay, and I'm going to put a little of this under my jawline. If you have a jowl, like I do right there, just go right over it. Just go right over that. And that will help to minimize the look of it. And then I'll blend this out here in a minute. This is a good sculpting powder for someone who is really pale like me. See, they have a really good range of stuff. Really good range of colors for people that are all different colors. Okay, for bronzing, I'm going to use this next one up here. That is S116. Nice matte, orangey or anything like that. I haven't used this brush in just forever, so I'm going to use this brush today. That's actually a pretty good color right there. I have to blend it, but that's actually not a terrible color for me. It's a little terracotta-y. A little on the terracotta side, but we can blend that through. I also put it on kind of heavy, so this time. And then I like to put a little of my bronzer right there over my contour area and blending stuff around. Okay, let's put some blush on. I'm gonna use that beautiful peachy pink that I like so much. It's a B302, I love it. This one has just a hint of shimmer in it. I like that. I like to take the clean side of the brush and sort of blend stuff together. Today I'm wearing on my eyes and my lips some of the new stuff from Maybelline, the Gigi Hadid eyeshadow palette in warm, and then the lipstick is called Tara. In case I don't do a video on these, this is pretty much, I love this lipstick. It's gorgeous. It's a perfect nude. It's a little light, but I did a darker liner with it, and that really made it look a whole lot better. Okay, highlighter. I'll use the one that I have that I know I love. That is number H102. See how smooth and pretty that is? I just recently went through my highlighter drawer and I found a really light pink highlighter that I thought I loved, but it just was glittery, and I like the smoothness of this one. Look how smooth that is. It's not even going crazy on my rough skin right there. It's kind of floating over those pores. $150 worth of cheek stuff though. Ugh. I don't think, you know, to do the rest of my sculpting, I don't think this one here is going to show up on my skin right through here or any of that. So I'm not even going to try that. It's very light, but I don't know that that's going to show up. For sculpting, I'll use something that has just a tiny bit of shimmer to it, and that will show up better than just a stark white. So this thing is going drink, drink. It's you see how it's warped already. Okay, so is this $150 palette really worth it? To me, it kind of is not, because I'm not going to use most of these colors. If you can use most of these colors, if you like most of them, then yeah, it's a good value, because normally these are $23 each. However, the only colors I can see myself using on here are 3 that I already have, which is this one, plus maybe this one for a bronzer. I don't do a lot of real dark blushes, so those are not going to work for me. I don't do brights, like that sort of tangerine is not going to work. This really, really light one is almost like white. There's not a lot of color to it. I already have this one here, which is gorgeous. These highlighters, they're calling highlighters. I have this one. The gold one's okay, but these two right here, sort of sculpting powders, they're not going to work for me. One of them's too yellow and one of them's too light. So I don't think it's worth it to me, but if you can make all of those work, then this is a good value, definitely. And definitely good products, definitely beautiful colors, and definitely good quality, pigmentation, wear, etc. Went to Ulta today. They have a new stand of Morphe stuff. And not only do they have the brushes, but they have palettes, and I picked one up today. $12 for these fantastic warm neutrals. Very excited about these. I may have to do a whole Morphe day or a whole Morphe video. So that's it for the Makeup Forever palette. Let me know if you got one, and if you can make all those colors work, then good for you, because I can't do it. I'm happy with my trio. These are 3 fantastic colors that I can use a lot. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. If you will, please subscribe and like so I can continue to do these videos. And I'll see you next time.